Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello. It is 4:44 on the eastern coast of the United States. I'm Teri Angel, coming live to you to do the angel message that comes through every day from our angels. So I'd love it if you would come in and share it out. As soon as you get in here, just hit the share button. Let other people know that there's going to be something special, a special message from the angels, which comes through every day. I am here in El Paso, Texas, currently visiting with Auntie Jean. Before we start heading across the country, we will be going to Vermont, Wilmington, Vermont. As a matter of fact, we have a wonderful retreat going on up there in October called the Changes Retreat, and it's part of the Peace on Earth tour. We are going to get together live in person and spend 4 beautiful days in Wilmington, Vermont. So if you want more information about that, just go to my website, Angelspeakers.com, and you'll see what we are up to. So hello to Deirdre. Hello to everyone on TikTok who's finding this. I'm so happy that I figured out how to go live on TikTok at the same time that I'm doing this on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So we're like all over the place. And you can find us anywhere, but you can especially find us on angelspeakers.com. And I'd love for you to go there and just send me a message. There's a contact form. Just let me know you saw me on TikTok or Facebook and you want more information about the Peace on Earth tour. Hello, Catherine Geddes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're in the hospital. Sending you some blessings of love and praying that you'll be out of there soon. So wishing you perfect health. All right, I'm getting ready to read the message in just a few minutes. Good afternoon, Luz Orsini. So glad to see you on here. Much love to you. All right, so everyone that's jumping in on TikTok, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for sharing this. So much love to all of you. Auntie Jean Lorio, good afternoon to you. All right, so we're going to get going. The message today is called As Easy as 1, 2, 3. Remember that song, Easy as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C? Well, that's what the angels say this thing called life really can be all about. It can be that easy. We just make it complicated. We complicate it by putting all these restrictions and things on it. So I just want to read to you what they brought in last night about this thing called life. So here's a quote from Stephen Hawking. And I realized after I quoted him, because the quote really stuck out and I just was drawn to it. I didn't realize he was talking to his children when he said this. And it's I think one of the most quoted things that he ever said in his life. 1, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2, never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. 3, if you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. I just love these words of wisdom from Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is one of the most interesting individuals to ever grace our planet. His story is so inspiring. And if you've never read about him or even heard of him, you have certainly missed out. He saw things that other people did not see as he searched to understand the universe and how things work from a physics point of view. He did not learn how to read until he was 8 years old. He was diagnosed at a young age, at the age of 19, with ALS, which is a degenerative muscle disease. He spent his entire adult life in a wheelchair and proved the doctors wrong, who only gave him 2 years to live, going on to live another 55 years after his diagnosis. He became depressed when he got the news and almost gave up on any hope of moving forward with any kind of life. However, he became obsessed with studying black holes and going beyond that. He wanted to know how the universe came to be. He declared that behind every exceptional person, there is an exceptional teacher. His research has assisted us in having a better understanding of certain aspects of our universe, such as dimensions and black holes. His advice to us later in his life was, if you feel you are in a black hole, don't give up. Dear angels, inspiration and hope can come in many forms, and sometimes from an unusual or tragic story. I believe it would be very tragic if we just gave up every time we were told there was a limit in our life. If Stephen had given up and accepted his fate of only living 2 years beyond his diagnosis, the world would have missed out on so much that we came to learn from him. How important is it to persevere in the face of difficult situations? Dear one, no one can tell you when your designated time is to leave your human body behind and return to spirit. It is an individual thing for each of you and unknown to any other than yourself and your creator. Why would you stress then if someone told you when you will die? Do you choose to believe that story instead of trusting in the divine plan? Your question, dear one, can be answered with confidence in this truth. No one leaves this world until it is their time to do so, according to the divine plan and agreement you made with the Creator when you came into this life. And so, dear ones, live every moment of your life fully without fear. Trust in your higher self instead of listening and accepting what someone here on earth tells you. Follow the 3 simple steps as you live and experience this world. Accept what is, align with source energy, and allow the divine to guide you. You will know when it's your turn to return to spirit. Meanwhile, breathe in love, breathe out love, and live each moment in gratitude. Dear angels, thank you. I love you. And today, I promise to listen only to my higher self and persevere, living each moment that I have left on this planet to its fullest. I just love our angels. I love how they always know what we need to hear. And I know for many of us, we have had these thoughts, haven't we? Have you ever had that thought of why do people die young? Or why were they the ones in the line of fire or having the crash that took them out? And sometimes we really do question that was it their turn to die? They died young, or they died when they were at the peak of really their fullest moments of life. I think I've had those questions. So I think it's just a human normal thing that we ask that, right? SC Deb, hello. And yeah, he said always. I know. I used to really question all the time, why did that person die so young? Or why do babies die? That was always one of my things that I would say, it doesn't make sense. And I've really, so when I sit with the angels and I have these discussions and talk with my higher self, I say, make it make sense. Make it make sense. But you know what? Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes we don't know the answers. And the beauty of it is when we can get okay with not knowing the answers, then we can really relax and enjoy this thing called life, because we don't have to know it all. We don't have to know everything. And yes, totally normal. I agree. It is normal. So we've got some people on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. And we have our Auntie Jean, Pat Moss. Good evening. Jean says, I was told many times that I didn't have long to live because I had polio, because I had shingles, because I had COVID. In a couple of months, I will be 77. I think they were a little bit wrong. What time I have will be AAA time with joy. Accept, align, allow. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you all who are coming into TikTok and listening and contributing on this discussion. That's why I like coming on the live, because we can have comments and we can figure out what you all are thinking and see, is it the same I'm thinking? Is it different? You might have an opinion different than mine, and that's okay. That's what this is all about, is being able to express ourselves, to ask the questions, to give the comments. Catherine Gedd says, thank you, angels. I am thankful. Perfect words for my situation. Grateful to you for the message. Well, Catherine, we're sending you love in that hospital bed and praying that you will be up and out of there soon and that everything will be working perfectly. Hello, Karen Hughes. Thank you for coming in. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you for contributing to the discussion. And share this. If you think somebody could use this message from the angels, one of our spiritual family members, which is Marietta Stoner, reminds us every day about accept, align, allow. When we can follow that, it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3, ABC, do, re, mi. It just is broken down into something that's so simple. But as humans, we look at what's going on outside of us, and we look at that outside world as something that's complicated and something that doesn't make sense, which it won't, because we are in the world, but not of the world. We're here for whatever purpose, for whatever lesson or blessing, whatever's going on. And no, we're not going to make sense of everything, because not everything makes sense. It's not our journey. When we stay in our own lane, we take care of our energy field and stop trying to micromanage everybody else's lane and telling them how to live their life and what they should and shouldn't do. The rules are not the same for everybody. I came here to really learn this lifetime about forgiveness, to learn about abuse, to learn about dis-ease, and to learn about joy. And that's been my biggest blessing, is when I can feel into the joy of each moment, when I can wake up in the morning and say, thank you, God, for another day. Thank you that I have this opportunity to live my life and to make a difference in whatever way that looks. It's going to look different for different people. But to me, it's just sending out an energy of love, adding my vibration to the vibration of everybody else in this big collective pool of energy, and just helping us all to see that we matter. You matter. If you don't hear any other words I'm saying during this short broadcast, I'll be done in just a few minutes. If you hear nothing else, I want you to hear those words. You matter. You are important. What you say, what you do, even what you think and feel, it all matters, because our energy isn't contained just in this physical body. our energy goes into the collective pool. We either raise the frequency and the vibration of the planet, or we bring it down. That's it. There is no in between. We're either in it to help with the solution, or we are part of the problem. So I just want to put out that little challenge. Anyone that's listening, pay attention to your vibration. And as one of my dear friends, Karen, says, mind your own vibration. We can mind our own vibration. We're leaving everybody else alone and letting them mind their vibration. Now, when they step into your lane, that's a different issue, because then you have to say, okay, what's the purpose of this? What is the purpose of having somebody in my face, or maybe spewing hatred or racism or their own opinions about us? It doesn't really matter what other people's opinions are, but if it becomes a problem and an issue, then you have to ask the question, what am I supposed to do with this? I never ask why anymore. I ask, what am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to learn from this? And how do I respond and react? Because that's the important thing. If we can learn that it's all about our own individual lesson, but that also is going to affect the overall global lesson, isn't it? Because yes, our vibration, it affects everyone that's out there in the world. So thank you to all who came in. Tammy Fisk. Hello, dear Tammy. Thank you for being here. And thank you all for sending the love and the positive energy. And yes, Catherine Geddes, I do believe you were guided here. I come live every day at this time at 4:44 Eastern Time. That's a magic angel number. If you don't know much about the angels or angel numbers or numerology, 444 means the angels are guiding your path. They're right there with you. They're helping you to see, to open up and see more clearly what's going on around you. And that's why they chose for me to come live at 4:44. And I do it every day. And those of you on TikTok, I will be joining you live every day as I come on to the other social media channels. So if you're not following me on TikTok, just click that follow button. I'd love to have more follows, and I do follow back. And also, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, same thing. Just follow me, follow the channel that I broadcast on. And I'm so grateful to Enlightened World Network on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm grateful to their platform so that this goes out further and wider. So thank you. I'm going to end the broadcast with that. Well, I'm going to end it with these words. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.